Good Monday morning. This is going to be a really short video with just a clear and precise message. And that's all it's going to be. So, listen to me. Each of us in our lives have dealt with death to some degree, be it a pet, a loved one, but we all deal with death, and it's not a very nice thing to have to deal with. So the point I'm getting at with this video is really just simply this. If you have somebody in your life that you're either married to, dating, family member that you really care a lot about, your mom, your dad, always remember they're not always going to be there. So, with that in mind, I simply suggest that you tell them, that person that's special to you, and I'm guilty of this too, so don't think I'm preaching to you guys trying to make you feel bad. I'm guilty of this too. You should always tell those people that you love them. Tell them that every day. Because, like I said, they're not always going to be there. One day you're going to wake up and they're going to be gone. You're going to be gone. They're going to move away. You're going to have miles between you. You're going to have states between you. You're going to have death separating you. Life is too short. Take the opportunity and say, hey, you know what? I love you. To that person, whoever it is, or them people, whoever they may be. This here is a picture of Linda. I was married to Linda for about a year and a half. We were together for 9 years. She passed away. It'll be 20 years this November 1st. Actually Halloween, but officially it was November 1st. So the point of the video is simply, like I said earlier, if there's somebody in your life, even if you're not really happy with them at that day, just remember they could walk out your door and you'll never see them again. So try to make each and every minute count. And as I stated earlier, I'm not the best at this either. I have a tendency to go weeks, months without telling my wife that I love her, and I really should do it more often. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm actually one of the luckier guys in the world. Now, I did lose a wife, and it was 20 years ago. Well, almost 20 years ago. But I was lucky. 13 years ago, I met the woman I'm married to now. And I can't ask for a better woman. I could not ask for a better woman. So, trucks. So, please, I hope you don't ever have to go through what I've gone through. I hope you don't ever have to lose somebody in your life, because it sucks. It really does suck. And then her birthday, Linda's birthday, the girl in the picture, she would have been 49 years old yesterday. Yesterday was her birthday. And that's when the certain dates start to affect you. You know, you always have the birthday you have to remember. Then there's the anniversary date. You know, and if you're married, there's a date that you got married. You know, all these things come about. And she's buried up in Illinois. And I stopped going to her grave probably, I don't know, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Because I just realized that that's just a name on a plaque. And I'll put that name and that plaque right up here so you guys can see it. It'll be right there. Well, there it is right there. And just don't take everything for granted. Just take advantage of every minute you have with those people. Because if you're with them for a reason. Now granted, there are people who hook up with people just because they feel they have to, or that's all the best they're going to get, or whatever. But if you genuinely feel in your heart that you care for somebody and that person is with you, let them know. Let them know. Because one day, I mean, in a matter of 12 hours, I watched my late wife Linda go from being extremely happy to being completely lifeless and cold. Now you're probably wondering why I'm telling you such kind of personal stuff like this. Well, actually, for a reason. I remember watching the Howard Stern movie about his rise to success, and one of the things that he stated in there that has resonated with me throughout the time after seeing that was the statement where he said to his wife when she was yelling at him about divulging some personal information on the radio show, and his line was, I have to be real with my audience. I have to share my life with them to get them to understand me. And that's why I do YouTube, and that's why I'm doing this video in particular, because you have to know, you have to understand the people you're watching. I am not a fake person on YouTube. What you see on these videos, that is me. When I go out up to town or something, this is how I look. I mean, that's why I would expect, I've had one person recognize me outside, but that was Sam Tampa, so that was at college. But I feel that I have to be absolutely honest with everybody on these videos. I have to let you know who I am. The humor that you see, that is all homespun humor. That is mine. That is my jokes. I take the time to put them together. I take the time to formulate them. Sometimes I might take the idea from somebody else's joke and retool it to my liking. But everything you see is real. And this video is real. Linda was real. Her being passed away for almost 20 years, it's real. Me being remarried, that's real. Me being a stepdad, it's real. I'm not a character. I am not like some of these people on YouTube who come out here and they go, "Oh, hi, everything's so great. Yeah, la 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 la." No, if I'm pissed off, I try not to make a video because it'll be a cuss fest. It really will. Every other word coming out of my mouth will be F this, F that. That's why I don't try to make videos. Excuse me. I had a freaking fire ant on me. Fire ants in Florida are a bitch. But everything you see is real, and I have to keep it that way. And I have to share with you on and through video what is going on in my life. I have to let you people know that this is real. This is not a fucking fake generic persona. I don't throw the hat on, pull the hair back, and pretend to be somebody that I'm not. This is it, man. This is it. When I say, something, it's right or wrong, it's me. So, final message, if you love somebody, somebody's in your life, don't take them for granted. Tell them as often as you can that you love them, or you care for them, or you're happy they're in your life, or they're your good friend. Whatever your relationship is, keep that relationship solid between you and that person. Now, I know we all have our moments where we separate from friends or we get pissed off at family members. I haven't spoken to my father in 3 years. 3 years. And that little aspect right there, that drives me crazy. He's my dad. I can't help he's being a butthead. I've moved out of Illinois. I've been out of Illinois for almost a year and a half. My father hasn't said word one to me. I don't even know if he knows I'm out of the state of Illinois. But, I came from a very dysfunctional, broken family. And it was not a fun thing to go through. Why does traffic not cooperate with me when I'm sitting out here? Normally at this time of day, there's nobody out here. Today, it's like they're having a goddamn car parade out here or something. But just please, be thankful for the people in your life. Because you might one day have them gone and you can't go back to them and say, I'm sorry for this and I'm sorry for that. And please don't think I'm preaching to you people. I'm just as guilty of it. I am just as guilty of it. I have several things in my background that I should straighten out, and I just can't bring myself to do it. So that's why I hold the core people in my life close to me. And right now, that's my wife, Lisa, my daughter, stepdaughter, Miranda, that most of you have seen in some of my videos, and my dogs, because that's all we have right now down here is us. We don't really know a lot of people down here. We know a couple people are pretty damn cool and we hang out with, but not on a regular basis. And, it'll get better. It always gets better. Life always gets better. But then again, sometimes life always gets worse. But just remember, the gist of this message is simply this. Take the people you love, hold them close. Don't let them go.